Hey everyone, it's Mark Cuban. Jumping on to do an Ask Me Anything. So ask me anything. This is legit. Mark decided to start the Ask Me Anything earlier. Why is the stock plummeting so much? Supply and demand, but in this case it literally could be because the source of demand has been crippled. When RH shut it down, then cut it back, let's put aside why, they cut the greatest source of demand. They created a Robinhood dive. No RH buyers, means sellers lower their price to find buyers. And they keep on lowering it till they find buyers. Keep the most natural buyers out of the market and the price keeps on falling. Then that drop accelerates because the more the stock falls, the more owners who bought on margin get margin calls. When that margin call happens, it's brutal. They just take your stock, send you a fuck you note and sell your stock at the market price, no matter how low. They just want to get your cash to pay back the loan. That then accelerates the selling. Which then leads to what we are seeing in the market right now with GME in particular. And #X200B. So what to do? If you can afford to hold the stock, you hold. I don't own it, but that's what I would do. Why? Because when RH and the other online brokers open it back up to buyers, then we will see what WSB is really made of. That is when you get to make it all work. I have no doubt that there are funds and big players that have shorted this stock again thinking they are smarter than everyone on WSB. I know you are going to hate to hear this, but the lower it goes, the more powerful WSB can be stepping up to buy the stock again. The only question is what broker do you use? Do you stay with RH, who is going to have the same liquidity problems over and over again, or do you as a group find a broker with a far better balance sheet that won't cut you off and then go ham on Wall Street? How do you think the SEC will respond to the GME situation? New regulations on retail trading? The SEC is a mess. I wouldn't trust them to do the right thing ever. It's an agency built by and for lawyers to be lawyers and win cases rather than do the right thing. If the SEC gave a shit about anyone other than Wall Street, you would be able to go there right now and read bright line guidelines about insider trading, shorting. What is a pump and dump? What are the rules for cutting off the purchase of stocks like happened with GME et al.? But they won't. They would rather litigate to regulate, which means they love to sue people in order to create new legal precedents. All you need to know about the SEC and how badly they want to fuck the little guy is that they have the option of using judges that work for the SEC when they sue you rather than you have the option to have jury of your peers in front of a judge that is independent. That's how bad the SEC is. If you want fair markets that doesn't benefit Wall Street, call your local politician and show them this. What single piece of advice do you have for us to succeed in shaking this up? Keen the language simple for guerrilla friends. Patience. Disruption is never easy or straight line. Is what you believe in still true? If it is, stay with it. If it's not, figure out what changed, learn from it and reload for the next asset. As always, do the work. Assets including stocks move for a lot of different reasons. Trading stocks isn't easy. Trading crypto, NFT, whatever, isn't easy. None of this shit is easy. Do you know what it is? It's time consuming and brain consuming. And when you learn, share. If you want to beat old school Wall Street, you have to share that knowledge and find the power in numbers. Do you have an advice for people who have lost money the last few weeks and how to go on from this? I learned some expensive lessons when I first started trading stocks. It was painful. But I tried to learn what I got right and wrong. Right now, right here. The game is changing. The hard part is ask yourself if what you believed in has actually changed. BTC hodlers are a great example to follow. Many bought at the highs in 2017 and watched it fall by 2/3 or more. But they held on because they believed in the asset. The same applies to stocks. When I buy a stock, I make sure I know why I am buying it. Then I HODL until I learn that something has changed. The price may go up or down, but if I still believe in the logic that made me buy the asset, I don't sell. If something changed that I didn't expect, then I look at selling. What do you think could possibly change in the market after all of this is over? Any new regulations in your mind? What has happened the past few weeks with WSB has all happened before. It was just the big guys doing the battling. The only new thing was WSB traders took them on. Volkswagen was the short squeeze that was even crazier at the time. Ackman versus Icon on Herbalife was similar to this, but it was big money versus big money. Momentum and technical trading have been going on forever, which really is what is happening now, broken down into charts and graphs. What I love about this now is that if you pick your spots right and work as a group, you can hit again and again. What are your thoughts on the volume of the last couple of trading days? And also, what is your view on the practice of naked shorting, short laddering? Edit. Together we hold rocket. Edit. Point 2. Thank you so much for your answer, Mark. I actually love to see the companies I own shorted. If it's a company I want to own, I know the shorts can be squeezed, and if the company does really well, then the shorts will have to cover, creating more demand for the stock of the company I own, pushing the stock price up. Back in the day I used to run a public company. I used to tell anyone and everyone I knew who didn't believe in us to short the stock. As far as naked shorting, that's not really a thing. Yes, there can be more shares shorted than there are original float. That is by design. If I borrow a stock from you to short, and when I short it and your buddy buys it, then they can loan it to someone else to short, etc. All of those people who borrowed the stock paid to do so, and they realize that if enough people buy the stock and ask for the shares, they will get called in. So the chain of custody is there. The systems is doing what it's designed to do. So again, the more people shorting the stock in the company I own, the better. Where you have to be careful is when the shorts are in a stock because the company is a fraud. If I short stocks, it's only in companies I think are fraudulent and ripping off people. I actually produced a money about one element of this, the China hustle. Hello, first want to say I'm a big Luka fan, and still love for Porzingis, NYK fan here. Second, do you think we can file a lawsuit against brokerages like Robinhood, etc.? Yes. There will be class action suits. And you will win. And after legal fees you will get your $4 settlement check. Final thought. First, thanks for the great questions. Thanks for changing the game. Thanks for taking on Wall Street. Thanks for making kids around the country, if not the world, including my son and daughter. WSB changed the game far more than everyone on this board will ever get credit for. That said, you will do all this again. You will go after WS, and the next time you will be smarter. There was only one thing that messed you all up. Robinhood and the other zero commission brokers that everyone used didn't have enough capital to fund the fight. They let you down in a big way. When you load back up, fight a broker with trillions of dollars in assets on their balance sheet. Someone that can be there when the fight starts and won't blink an eye. No disruption is easy or happens in a straight line. Stay with it. I am a believer. It's like taking advice directly from a money printer. Mark Cuban, go Burr. Edit. No idea what a P martini is, but it sounds interesting. Rocket cocktail. Is it in the realm of possibility that these hedge funds just don't cover their shorts at all? They go full felon and act like it never happened, a la fake news. Their goal is to never cover their short. But that would take the company going out of business or being delisted. That won't happen here. Best thing you can do is hold on to the stock and do business with GameStop. If everyone goes to their website and buys from them, that is going to help the company, which will help the stock, which will help everyone here. If you still believe in the reason you bought the stock, and that hasn't changed, why sell? Can the little guy prevail? Absolutely. This shit ain't supposed to be easy, and it's not. Changing the game is always messy. HT to Spugliese for this question. Hey Mark. Thanks for doing this. What are your thoughts on which services to use? I'm planning on getting G out of RH for obvious reasons. Any retail trading companies you'd recommend? I want to support free trade and hit Robinhood in the wallet for what they've done here. Also, any legitimacy to a class action suit against them? Pick the brokerage with the strongest balance sheet. What ruined it on RH is that they didn't have enough cash to deal with the growth in accounts, margin loans, and volatility. The exact same thing will happen at the next broker if you don't make sure they have a multi-trillion-dollar balance sheet to be able to handle these kind of circumstances. And there will be class action suits. And they will be combined and they will win, and you will get a check for less than $10. Greater than and they will be combined and they will win and you will get a check for less than $10. Everyone. Please understand this. The class action suit will yield you absolutely nothing of meaning. Don't bank on it for anything. What do you think about the media? Lying about what Reddit WSB is talking and excited about. For me, it showed that the world is evil and everyone is bot. I still trusted some media, but you really can't trust any of it. Anyway, my question is, do you think the Robinhood class action lawsuit has a chance? Edit. Thank you so much for taking the time to do an Ask Me Anything. Even before I ever found WSB and before all of this, you have been a hero of mine. A real role model of a man you can keep going, always do what is best to support his family. Edit again. Thank you so much for responding. It's not about being evil. It's about being lazy. They write stories. They don't do much research. So you get stupid shit being stated about things they really don't understand. Mark, what do you make of the blatant market manipulation and short ladder attacks occurring right this very minute by the hedge funds? I don't think it's manipulation. I think the rules are set to benefit them and they have years of experience exploiting those rules. Your congresspeople can change the rules to make them fairer for small investors. They haven't given a shit up till now. Maybe people on this board can change their minds. Would you ever consider opening a brokerage that's truly for the little guys like us? Go Mavs, by the way. The challenge is not opening the brokerage, the hard part is dealing with success. What fucked up Robinhood is that they didn't have enough cash to handle the number of customers they had, their margin loans and the requirements from the DTCC. They have now raised more than $5 billion and that may not be enough. And it's not like they are charging anything for their trades. The question becomes whether or not buyers would pay a commission or even a tip to a broker for doing their trades. Crypto has no problem paying a transaction fee. You may have to do business with a broker that charges you so that you don't get fucked in a stop the buy type situation again. Hi Mark. I love you on Shark Tank. My question is, what advice do you have for people following their dreams and starting from the beginning again? Thanks so much. Smiley face. First, find a job to pay your bills. Got to take care of the basics. Then get back after it. Just remember, it's not in the dreaming, it's in the doing. If you could tell your 20-year-old self one thing, what would it be? Drink less, party more. Too many hangovers fucked me up. What industry that is relatively small now has potential to explode in the next 10 years? DeFi, NFT, but there will be a lot of ups and downs along the way. I will change everything, but 99% of the businesses out there that say they use AI are full of shit. Precision medicine, nanotechnology, the mRNA technology used in the vaccines will grow. Robotics. Green tech, all will grown. Is it true that you were told to stop investing in everyone who came on Shark Tank because you were making the other sharks look bad? It's true I make them look bad. But it's also true I wouldn't care what they said. Watch us Friday nights on ABC. I am always selling. In what major ways will this change the future landscape of stocks? Strength in numbers is a thing. Mark. Why are they blocking me from buying my bananas? You aren't part of the bunch. Why else? With this kind of volatility in the market, had WSB forever changed the way things will be done on Wall Street? Yes. WSB leveraged the value of community. They took it to the people and made it bottom up. There is so much power and upside in this. Sometimes it's expensive to learn. Anyone who has traded for a while has learned an expensive lesson they couldn't afford. I know I have. Next time WSB will be smarter. And next time can still be around GME, AMC, etc. There will be a point in the stock where Wall Street starts saying, I told you so, let that happen for a few weeks. Then hit them again, at a broker with the financial strength to never have to shut you off. Hey Mark, loved your interviews with Barstool, your work on Shark Tank, and your thoughts on rolling out direct payments during the pandemic. Any chance you want to be a board member of GameStop? Thanks, I'll hang up and listen. I am a fan of stimulus payments. I think the best investment our government can make is in the American people. At 1% interest rates, we can get a great return. And GME already has an amazing board. Ryan Cohen brought in some of his peers from Chewy.com. He didn't put in his money to throw it away. When you meet an entrepreneur, what are some characteristics in the person that make you believe she will succeed? What characteristics do you see in those who don't succeed? Love to learn. Love to sell. Be nice. Bust your ass. Reduce the stress of people around you. Thoughts on employee-led investment rounds? Love it. I think there should be incentives for companies to give stock to every single employee. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss more awesome videos.